Mine either. Mine either, GA. All right, team. So with our setup today, you need not that, just a light weight and yourself and a mat. Again, like usual, if you don't want to use a weight or if you don't have a mat, you just improvise with whatever you have. And Karen will start the music and then we'll go from there. We're gonna start with our abs and then end with our yoga stretch portion. So, oh, I love our team too, Dari. You guys are the best. Good morning. Feet are hip width apart. Slide your weight up onto the balls of the feet. I might have to put my sweatshirt on. And then slide onto the heels, lift the toes. Shift your weight to the outside rim of the foot, so you're pulling the inside rim off the floor. You know what? I'm celebrating today. And then slide. I do. Slide to the inside rim of the foot. YouTube was so fast to connect today. That's a win. I'm gonna take it. I don't feel like we had to wait for it so long today. And then take your weight onto all four quadrants, front, back, side to side, connect to the floor, soften the knees. I know, Akiko, I had to change last week because I was helping Nina. So, I know, it was a little confusing. Good thing we're so resilient. Flex the quads, pull the knees back over the heels. And then settle the knees right over the feet. Squeeze your bottom, press the hips forward. Now come into that hip extension. You may want to sway the back just a little bit so that you have that hip extension into a little spinal extension. And then send the hips back. Scoot the hips to the right. And then to the left. And then to the center. Shoulders come forward. Drop the chin. What's funny, Lisa, if you look at my banister, I have like 5 jackets on it. So I definitely need to take care of that today. Roll the shoulders back. It's been so cold. That was just 1 week ago. Yes. Sure doesn't feel like it. Right here to the right shoulder. Settle the shoulders right over the hips. Yes, I do have lots of options over there. Some of them wouldn't even be that embarrassing as that one huge puffy coat I wore. And left ear to the left shoulder. It's not worth being freezing though. So if I have to put a sweatshirt on, I will. Bring the head center. Now here comes the party. Deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. Scoop your belly in, round your back. Walk your hands forward, high hover. Squeeze your bottom. Low hover, high hover, right arm up. Dip the hip. Lift the hip, right hand down. Low hover, high hover, left arm up. Dip the hip, lift the hip, left arm down. Low hover, my knees could be down or up. Right arm up. Dip the hip, lift the hip, right arm down, low hover, high hover, left arm up, dip the hip, lift the hip, left arm down, low hover, my hat keeps hitting the floor, high hover, right arm up, I forgot about that, dip it, lift it, down, low hover, high hover, left arm up, dip the hip, lift, left arm down, low hover, high hover, right arm up, now watch, thread the needle, lift the hand, set it down, low hover, high hover, left arm up, thread the needle, lift the hand, set it down, low hover, high hover, right arm up. Oh, I love that. And lift, right arm down, low hover, high hover, left arm up, thread the needle. I should have played different music, huh? A little dip song. Low, high, right arm up. One more time. Thread it, lift it, set it down, low hover, high upper, left arm up, thread the needle, lift the hand, set it down, low hover. Now listen, high hover, right arm up, dip the hip, lift the hip, thread the needle, lift the hand, set it down, low hover, press through, high hover, left arm up, dip the hip, lift the hip, thread the needle, lift the hand, set it down, low hover, press through, high hover, right arm up, dip the hip, lift the hip, thread the needle, lift the hand, set it down, low hover, press through, high hover, left arm up, dip the hip, lift, thread the needle, lift the hand, set it down, low hover, press through one more time, high hover, right arm up, dip the hip, lift the hip, thread the needle, lift the hand, set it down, low hover, press through, high hover, left arm up, dip the hip, lift the hip, thread the needle, lift the hand, set it down, low hover, press through, roll back into that down dog, walk the hands back, and slowly roll up. So hopefully we're all warm now. Big deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. Send the hands down, walk forward, don't worry. Low hover, press through, lay your thighs down, flatten your feet. Squeeze your glutes, and then send the hips back. Inhale. As you exhale, walk your hands back, swivel. I know, so great, huh? Such a great way to spend our Saturday morning. Now, your weight goes in your left hand, take that to your right foot. Now, I could have my head down, I could have my head lifted, I could have my left foot down, I could have my left leg in tabletop. Strong. Now, elbow to knee for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now watch slow, bring it up, 2 down, 2, lift up, 2, and down, knee in twice. In, lift up slow, lift, and down, knee in, 2, 1, lift up, 2, knee in, twice. Lift up, knee in, strong. Lift it, knee in, and lift strong. Up, 2, down, pump the knee. Now this time single straight leg climb, that leg. Same thing down here. Your choice. That's 8, 7, 6. That's so great, GA. That's success. 4, that means we're working hard. That's actually a great thing. 2 more. Last one. And let the weight down, kick the legs. Head up or down. Tailbone is imprinted into the mat. I could bend my knees or straight up. Up on 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, into. Now crisscross the legs. Same thing bent. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Now click the heels together. Pump, pump, left knee. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now reach the arms up and pump. I got my head down, my head lifted. Abs are tight. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now take the weight in the right hand, bring it to the left foot. Now I could have my head down or up. I could have my right foot down or in tabletop. Your choice. It's going to spin like something unique in here. 2, 8. And here's the 4 more, last 4, 3, 2. Now bend the knee, bend the elbow tight across. So as you come across, it's intentional that you're drawing the navel tight towards your spine. Scoop it in, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. Now slow, lift the leg up 2, lift, and knee pump twice for 2. Straighten it, lift up, and knee in twice. Straighten it, and pump the knee. Straighten it. Don't worry, GA, those circles are coming, friends. They're coming. Straighten it. 1 more time, slow lift. Knee in. All right, team, 1 of each, straight leg and bend. Woo. Drive the tailbone down into the mat. Rainy day. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. All right, team, weight down, kick the legs. Same options. Head down, head lifted, knees bent, legs straight. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. Now crisscross your legs. Guard dog on duty. Me too. It's Jazzy. Ouch. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. Now click your heels. Small little heel beat. That's 8. That didn't hurt. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Jesus alone. Lift up and pump the arms. I think she took out 2 of her stitches, so she's kind of in trouble. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take the hands behind the head and circle the legs out. So as you circle the legs, you can have your head down, you can have your head up, you could have your knees bent, you could have your legs straight. stretching. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? 4, 3, 2, and reverse. That's funny. I'll have to rewatch that. Right now I'm just nervous that Ben's not downstairs. There we go. There we go. Last 4. Last 2. And take the legs together, circle them together. I can do that with my knees bent. He has to take his makeup. He probably does. 4. And reverse. Wait, then there's your winter stuff that you left. Do you need that for this? Last 4. Good luck, Green. Break a leg. And take your feet together. Heel is coming in and out. So you're doing just the first portion of frog legs. Last night. Last 4. Either way. Now check it. You're going to bend, tap, lift, and press. Bend, tap. Your inner thighs should be starting to feel great. Oh boy. It's not Sunday, guys. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Now, take the weight in between your shins. Once it's in between, swivel right to left, and then twist away from your knees. So your tailbone presses down, your abs are tight, and then you swivel towards your feet. Ben has his recording today for his winter variety show, so kind of a big deal. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold it center, take the legs out and in. Now that could be one leg at a time and just removing, taking away the weight. Whatever feels best for your back, that's what we want. Yeah, you will be able to. So I feel like 4 more, last 4. Marnie, did you get that email, the email from that? Now swivel right, left. I can't remember the date. Isn't that terrible? But yes, it'll air. I think it airs the first weekend in December. It's through Love Good. So if you look that up, I think it'll pop up. But I'll send you the link. That's 4, 3, 2, and then reach the legs out. Take it out, pull in. I know that, because I feel like Lisa, they sent out an invite, they sent out an email, so you could RSVP to the screening as all remote. But I forget the date. 8, 7, 6, 5, time, circle right leg, left leg. Now we're going to finish with our favorite. Oh, sorry, Grace. So as we circle and lift, you drive the abdominals nice and tight. Oh my goodness. So as we transition, we have about 5 more minutes. Oh no, team, you might lose your visual. Don't even think about it, fire sauce. Last 5, 4. I know, I feel like we just keep getting knocked down, get back up again, knocked down, get back up again. 2. Last 1. Now right leg down straight, left leg down straight. So this, we're prepping for that slow work. So as you take the right foot down and then the left, nice and strong. Tailbone is anchored, ribs in and down. 8. What you can't see is Fire Sauce is looking at the screen like he wants to jump up on it, but that's also the camera. So if I go away, know that it's his fault. 4 more. 3, 2. Now check it. Right leg down. 2. You go 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Zip your belly button in. 2. Now if that's too much pressure on your back, do the same thing starting from the ground. So instead of starting up, your legs would be on the ground and you lift one leg up, 2 down, 2. So you can always change where that load comes from. All right, team, right leg, 4, 4. You go 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch 4, 3, 2, 4, and switch 4, and lift, and switch 4, lift, 4. Now right leg 8, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and lift, 8. I promise to love you guys for 10 minutes. Left leg, 8, 4, and lift. The straighter that top leg is, the better it's going to feel. And right. 4, and lift. 4, and left. 8, 4, and lift. 4, oh my gosh, so cute. 8, and lift. This is the last one, treasure it. This rude one is swiping at her left leg with the coat on. Like, that is so neat. And lift. Now we'll change. Last thing for the abs. Right leg down. 4, 3, 2. Now pause. 4, 3. Tiny, tiny kicks. 4, 3, 2. Slow lift. 4, 3, 2. Left leg. 4, 3, 2. Hold. 4. Zip it in. 2. Now kick it. 4. True. Okay. Right leg. Fair enough. And pull. Up, and lift. 4. Left leg. 4. Pause. 4. Zip in. And kick it. 4. And lift. 4. Now, hold legs. 4. You can continue to alternate. Pull. 4. And kick. 4. And then slow. Woo. Take it down. 4. And hold. 4. and hip. 4 and lift. 4. 2 more. Take it down, take it down. 4. Pause. Kick. And lift. 1 more time. Take it down. 4. Breathe. Tighten it. And kick. And lift. Now take the legs to your position of choice and pump. Feet can be down. Tabletop. Extension. You find your position. Last 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Now, tuck the knees in, rock a little bit front to back so you're massaging around that tailbone. Now, as we come into our stretch, we'll change our music just a little bit. Go ahead and roll yourselves up, turn yourself over, and then child's pose, reaching the hands forward. As you reach your hands forward, you're intentionally letting the back, the hips drop towards the heels, so that tailbone can lengthen. One more inhale. As you exhale, slide forward back onto your hands and knees. Dig your toes into the floor. Lift the tailbone. Float your right leg between my hat and her comb or a mess. Big breath in. Exhale. Here we go, Chelsea. Pull that right leg into pigeon. As we pull that into pigeon, you get to choose. You can have your shin parallel to the edge of the mat. That's going to elevate your right hip a little bit. You can crawl forward. Inhale. Exhale, try and relax the weight of that right hip into the floor. One more time, big breath in. As you exhale, slide up onto your hands, dig the left toes into the floor, come back into that high hover. Low hover. Press your chest through, don't worry, squeeze your bottom. Tailbone comes up. Here we go, Lise. Lift your right leg. So that's the same leg you just did. Pull your right leg all the way through. Lift up, turn your left toes out. So your feet are perpendicular. Right hand comes forward, left hand reaches back. Lean into this right knee. Then bring your right hand down, left hand up. You can create that bind if you want. You can have your elbow on your quadricep. Find what serves you today. Pull this left arm back. You can bring that left arm to that glute if you want. Find where you get the best stretch. Big breath in. As you exhale, straighten your right leg. Take the hip back and up. Inhale. As you exhale, bend your right knee, lift your body, spiral back. Your right hand comes back, up and over. You pull the right knee forward and you pull the right hand back. The left hand slides down the leg. Inhale. As you exhale, spiral down your hands, straddle your right foot, square up the left, and then step back into that high hover. Fair enough, fair enough. Low hover. Press your chest through. I'd still give you a triangle with, I love our sassy talk. That's perfect. I fit right in with that. Inhale, pull the hips back. Exhale, float the right leg. That's the same leg for the third time. Breathe. And then as you exhale, bring your right foot all the way through. Set your left knee down. Turn your right toes out. Move around into that, flatten the left foot. As you move around into that stretch, find where you're tense. And then linger and breathe in the spot that needs a little bit more attention. You can stay here or roll out onto the pinky edge of your right foot and reach that right arm behind. That arm can be behind or wrapped over to that left hip. Never, never, Lisa. You're stuck with me, stuck with these stretches, and me for life. Inhale. Exhale, drop that left hip. One more time, big breath in. As we exhale, we bring that right hand back, flatten this right foot. So the right foot comes back down onto the floor. You can stay here. You can come down onto your elbows, your hands. If you have a ball or a yoga block, you can use that in front of you or reach around and grab your left foot. Big breath in. As you exhale, whatever tension you can release in that hip, let it go. Let gravity pull your weight towards the floor. One more time, big breath in. As you exhale, release that left leg. Take the hands, straddle the right foot. Dig the left toes into the floor and then press back into a high hover. Oh. Low hover. We do have our own language. I have Old Speak and this language. Press the chest through. Inverted V down dog. Float your left leg. So when you float your left leg, now we're on the other leg for the first time of 3. You want to press back into your right heel or towards your right heel if you can. Reach the left toes to the ceiling and then pull that left leg through into pigeon. Now, if any one of these stretches serves you best and you just want to hang out there, this is your time to listen to what your body needs. So I want you to pay attention to what that is. If it's different than what I'm saying to do, mute me. And just go into the move that feels right for your body, but you've committed this time, and that's the most important thing. You've committed time to come to your mat, give your body what it needs. If that's push-ups, that's a plank, whatever you need. If that's child's pose, if you want, you can crawl forward. Breathe into that pigeon stretch. Oh man, did you ever think we'd be on YouTube for a year? Oh boy. We are such a flexible team. Getting more flexible physically, but definitely that didn't cross my mind either. That's why it was funny. That's why it was such a good joke. Take those hands, press them back up so that you lift the body. That opens up this hip a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, dig your right toes into the floor. Step back, low hover, chest through. Inverted V. Now for the second time, left foot comes up. Pull that left foot all the way through. Find your balance. Here we go. Take the right toes, turn them out so they're perpendicular. Bend into this left knee, bring your arms front to back, scoop your belly in so you're not letting the hips pop back. Squeeze the glutes, tuck the hips under, tighten the abs, and then take your left arm down, right arm up. That could be here, that could be here. You could create that bind, whatever brings you joy. Inhale. As you exhale, straighten that left leg. Pull the hips back and up. Inhale. As you exhale, soften your left knee. Lift your body. Bring that right hand down. Bring that left arm back behind you. You're trying to take your left fingertips and your left knee in opposition. Big breath in. As you exhale, reach just a little bit bigger. Now spiral back down to the mat. Straddle your left leg. Square up the right foot. Step back, high hover. Low hover. Press your chest through, squeeze your glutes. Inverted V, down dog. Float your left leg, that's that third time. Pull your left foot all the way through. Once you pull your left foot all the way through, soften your right knee, set it down. Flatten your right foot. Take your left toes, turn it out. It's so hard for her to get close enough with this cone. So your left foot is turned out. You can lean into that. Find where you are tense there. So we don't want to rush into rotation this morning. We want to first find this span of tightness in the inner thigh. I love you, honey. I know that stinks. So you guys, we can't really complain about a mask. This stinks. Like, this is not fun. She runs into everything. It's not fun at all. She's like, yes, so if you feel bad for me, you should pet my stomach. Oh, we should write that book. Now slide onto that pinky toe, edge of the foot, and reach your left hand behind you. Lisa's gonna write, she's gonna be your dictator, Gracie. Write for you. She says that my favorite part of the day is hanging out with you guys. Big breath in. Try and drop that right hip nice and deep to the floor. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your left hand back down to the floor. You can stay here. You can come down onto your elbows, your forehead, or you can reach around and grab your right foot. She has to sleep in that and everything, but I will say that she's mischievous, so she has to. So she has not earned the right to not have her cone on. Inhale. As you exhale, release that right foot, dig the right toes into the floor, lift the right knee, step back into that high hover. Low hover. Press your chest through, lay your thighs down. Now we get to come into our supine position on our back. Go ahead and drop back into child's pose. Before we come all the way down, big breath in. As you exhale, walk your hands back and then come into a seated position with your feet touching, so your feet are connected. Wider is more IT band. Closer to your pelvis is going to be more inner thigh. And then lean forward. So you're here. Lay down, honey. Lay down. Good job. Good job, girl. Thank you. She's not very ladylike. Love you, girl. Inhale. As you exhale, come up, take your left foot so that it crosses over the right. Once it crosses over the right, then take your right elbow into your left quadricep. So that spinal twist, you can use your left hand back behind you to come into that rotation. But your goal, let's see if I can get you a visual just in case you can't tell what I'm doing. So you have that crossover. There you go. So you have that crossover where your right foot is underneath. If that is too much of a pull, you bring that left foot in front, but if you can cross it and then try and drive this left hip down as you come into that twist. Inhale. As you exhale, come back to center and then switch that bind. So that left foot comes underneath, that right foot crosses over. And then take that left arm across the body, so you're here. Big spinal twist. Big breath in. Try and drive your right hip down towards the floor. I don't know if it's called amazing, but always a lot going on, that's for sure. Press into your right hand just a little bit deeper to get a little bit bigger lift through the spine. Inhale. It certainly sounded like it, didn't it? It did. We're going to have to look that up. I'll have to ask Siri that a little bit later. Now, unwind yourself. So as you unwind, go ahead and bring the knees so that they're together. And then you can turn and then lay all the way flat on your back, on your mat. Let's see what that's going to look like for you. Now, with your knees bent, arms come up and then out to the side. So you're making a T and then drop your knees to the right. Look over your left shoulder. So you're in that spinal twist. Lay down. Lay down. Grace, lay down. Come here. The cone is actually quite painful when she's so close to you. Thing is sharp. Big breath in. Good girl. Thank you. Good girl. Inhale. As you exhale, tighten the abdominals, bring the knees back to center. Now the knees drop to the left, spinal twist on the other side. Look over your right shoulder. Now we're going to do 3 different versions of that to finish. So with that spinal twist, again, we're trying to loosen that up before we go. And then in that, we're going to advance on that tomorrow a little bit. So inhale, big breath in. Exhale, come back to center. Take your left foot onto your right knee. So you're in a figure 4 stretch. So you can hang out in that glute stretch if you prefer. You can come all the way into that crossover if you like. And then drop the knees over to that right side. Look over the left shoulder. Try and let gravity pull your knees down towards the floor. Big breath in. As you exhale, bring the knees back to center and then switch. Now that right foot is on the left knee, figure 4 stretch. You can hang out there if you like. You could set that foot down if you like, or come all the way over into that crossover and drop the knees. Look over that right shoulder. With each exhale, you feel the weight of the quadriceps drop closer to the mat. Big breath in. Exhale, pull your knees back to center. Now straighten your right leg, so your right leg is on the floor. Pull the left knee in towards you. And then let the left knee come over to the right side. Take that left arm out to the side and look over your left shoulder. So with that spinal twist, you have that nice strong rotation That's going to help loosen up our back for the rest of the day. Big breath in. As you exhale, bring that left knee back up to center, straighten the left leg, bend the right knee, pull it in towards you, and then let that right knee drop over to your left side. Take that left arm up and out to the side, or that right arm up and out to the side. So you're gazing away from the knee that's crossed over. Inhale, so they're progressive. So with each one, you should be able to get just a little bit bigger rotation and loosening of that thoracic spine into the lumbar spine, into the glute, IT band, and hamstring. Inhale. And then as you exhale, bring that knee to chest, match it with the left. Rock front to back a few times. Now, a couple different ways you can finish before we stand. You can straighten the legs, lift the head, pull the hamstrings, the calves or the toes in towards you, or you can go out nice and wide to the side, bringing the legs into that nice long extension. You could do that bent or straight. If you take those peace fingers and wrap them around the big toes, then you can loosen up, kind of bend and tread the legs. With each breath, play with that range of motion of the hips. If I push down into my tailbone, I get a deeper stretch in a different area than if I allow the tailbone to lift. So play with that alignment, shift a little bit side to side, breathe. One more time, big breath in. And then as you exhale, soften the knees, set one foot down at a time, straighten your legs. And then before we walk away from our mat, real quick, a body scan. Close your eyes, lay your hands down onto the floor, palms up, thumbs to the outer wall. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, relax your head, your neck, your shoulders. You carry a lot more tension than you realize. Start to make notice of what's tight and gripping in your body. Release the muscles in the jaw. Inhale. As you exhale, relax your ribs, your abdominals, your hips. Let that feel heavy and sink down into the floor. Inhale. As you exhale, relax your legs, your quads, your calves, your ankles, your feet, your toes. Whatever stress you can release, let it go. Let the body feel heavy and sink down into your mat. And then with two more big breaths, I want you to pay attention to where you're still holding tension. Is that mental, physical, emotional, in your body? Release it. In your mind, release it. In your heart, let it go. Even if just for a moment, let your body lighten up just a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Big breath in. Exhale. Let go. Now start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, open your eyes. And then the tension in the body that you've just worked so hard to release, try and keep that from gripping. Tighten your abdominals and roll yourselves up so you come into seated. Turn yourself over onto your hands and knees. Dig your toes into the floor. Lift the tailbone. Walk your hands back. Dangle the arms. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll up, squeezing your glutes, pulling the belly button in, rolling the shoulders back and down. Your heart is lifted. Big breath in. And exhale. Give yourselves a hand. Excellent job being so resilient and flexible this morning, you guys. Just as usual, we continue to prove that over and over again, no matter what is thrown at us. I know. What's funny is I did, you're so right, Chelsea. I know you said that a long time ago. But as far as putting her in a box, for sure, no. And I have the upstairs gated so that we can keep her upstairs. But it's just so sad. She's so sad. But if you take that off, she takes her stitches right out. So she can't have that off even for a second. It was off for a second yesterday, and I feel like she took 2 of her stitches out. So she has to keep that on. No more messing around. Kids are crazy. Yeah, it's not that that wasn't it. What happened is, because to eat, she takes it off. So she was eating, and it literally was in the time she was eating. She's sneaky. So she was eating and looked the whole time like she was just eating, but she was eating, messing with her owie, eating, messing with her owie. And now we're like, so now she has to eat with that on. So, but she has figured out how to get to it with that thing on, but it's a little bit less of a pain. I know I'm freezing. I got to go shower. But I need to see if I have to go pick up Ben, and then I have to go shower. But, I feel like as we go, I know a lot of us have talked about, so for stretching, 8:00 tomorrow. And because I know all my digits are freezing numb. But as we go into, since our stretching time, we did a little extra stretching today to kind of lead into tomorrow. And then if there is anything that you really, really need more focus on, text me or email me. You can live chat it here too. And then that way we'll make sure to fit it in the time that we have. And then Chelsea, I was telling Lisa, it is old speak, digits, that's what these are. Chelsea, you can text Lisa about how the neoprene sleeve worked well for you with your foot pain. Because Lisa's in some foot pain as well. So I was telling her yesterday and the team on this that, oh man, Karen can't live chat. That's annoying. I was wondering why you were so quiet, Karen. If you want to live chat through me, you can. But we'll wrap this up. I know you guys all have stuff to do. I know. It's Nati is definitely going to make fun of you. I'm not going to lie. It's something. But at least it's flexible. It's not like a boot, because that's what they were telling me, is that I was going to have to sleep in like a real rigid looking boot. So I'm grateful that it's soft and easy. Yeah. That would probably help too, Lisa. Just try that tonight. Sleep in a ski boot and see if that helps. Oh, thanks. Desperate times, desperate measures. Must have been thrashing a lot in my sleep because my hair was so huge this morning. I had to braid it. It was something, and wear a hat. But oh well. I literally, because I fell asleep watching a movie on the couch. I was watching Snowden. It's actually really, really good, but it's really long. And so I fell asleep working on my computer, watching a movie. And so I'm like this, all out of alignment. And so I get up and then I'm wide awake for a long time. And yeah, sometimes then everyone at one point, Ben was like, hey, can we talk for a minute? So I went in and I was like wedged on the edge of his bed, and then Grace with the cone and Ben. And then I went into my room. I feel like I just played musical rooms all through the night, which was great. They all had special moments, but it was definitely, I feel like it did a number on my hair, more of one than usual. Not that it's ever glamorous, but there's something else I wanted to say. If you can let me know what you're craving, I know all the things, what you're craving for next week in terms of exercise. I know we're going to do step, and Lisa's going to try it. Whoop, whoop. Super, super excited for that. And what could help, I know next week is
I know, but nobody has to know whether you do it or not. That's the thing. That's the beauty of it. And with your feet, I don't know if it's really a good idea right now. But Lisa, what I would say is do it. I know I feel like I've been doing a lot of boxing lately. That says something. And then I love the strength stuff. So we're going to keep with that. And I'm not a great liar either. It's not worth it. Not worth it to have any secrets. But with your feet, Lisa, right now, you may want to do the first class just on the floor without your bench, and then see if that feels good, and then do a bench the next time. It is a good thing. I'm grateful that we're not good liars. That's why we can trust each other. So that's good. And then in that, I'll send out, I might have the schedule. I might send it out tomorrow, but then I'm going to say with the schedule that it could change and be a little bit different as we move through this new season. So I know that we will figure out how we're going to proceed through the next couple of weeks, or whatever that looks like for all the different changes. But just know that if we say we get midweek and there's something we want or we really need, there may be times where I send a midweek email of a change. Those of you who subscribe get notified, so it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but some don't. And that way you have some idea of planning, so that we can try and keep us all together. So I'm so grateful for you guys, for sure. You guys are such a light, a bright light. So continue. We talked about that yesterday. Continue to be that. It's, the fact that our live chats have always been positive. We've never had, we've had some interesting things along the way, but it's the fact that this is a place of encouragement and inspiration and positivity, and there's not any stuff that I have to worry about bogging people down, and I'm so grateful for that. So thank you for your heart for one another, and for moving forward in this world in a positive space, because it's so important. So, and I couldn't think of a better team to be doing it with. So thanks for being here. I can't wait to stretch tomorrow bright and early at 8 a.m. If there's anything, we're going to do the ball stretch. So have that ready. Oh, yay. Love you, Ayla. Love you, Harper and Elias. I'm so glad you're so good to your mama. Keep up the good work, team. Those things you built yesterday, your mom sent me a picture. They were so cool. Good job. It's going to be something, GA. It's going to be something. I am such a planner. So this is such a mental challenge. Physical challenges, I'm pretty, I can wrap my head around those, but to just live one day at a time is really a mental challenge for me. So this and for my soul. So I am embracing this opportunity to grow and be more patient. And I'm not great at it. So we're just going to keep working through that together. So wild for sure. But I love you guys. As you go through your, just like we were talking about earlier with the hugs with the backwards rain jacket on, as you go through your holiday plans, like so many people have talked about some different exciting things that they're doing to stay safe and creative, share them, and maybe it would work for another family too. So we got to look out for one another. But I love you guys. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. I may send the email out today, so it'll either be today or tomorrow to get us prepared for the week, and then we can move forward together. I love you guys. Have a great day.